because we used to be in the same party at a certain point. But you see why I'm really surprised and shocked. Let me be very frank with you. I don't want to be like other people that came and made comments on this issue, but I want to be very blunt. Knowing my own antecedent, I'm coming from civil rights movement, so I cannot come here and speak like a politician. I want to be very sincere to you in the way I'm going to answer your question. Number one, when they are coming out with allegations without any facts, is just trying to confuse Nigerians. And don't forget, most of these politicians that came out and said they are coming as a coalition were just politicians that were holding political office just recently. When I say recently, there are politicians that were in government only less than 2 years ago. And if I can ask you, what did they do when they were in government? That is number one. And the reason why people will not take them serious, let me be very frank with you, they are only fighting for power, not because they can do anything better. That is the point, because they were in power for almost 8 years, most of them, some more than 8 years. But if you ask me, what have they done? What did they do when they were in power? That is the fact. It's all struggle about power and nothing more than that. And Nigerians are extremely very clever. They are very, they are watching what is happening. They know they are not fighting President Bola Ahmed Tinubu simply because they can offer something better than him. They had opportunity in the past. What did they do? And most of them, just recently, they were singing praises of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Is it because most of them are not in government today? Is that the reason why they are now saying something different? Because to be frank, we were together with them, sitting on the same table, fighting for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu simply because we believe he is the best man to move this country forward. And that was the reason why virtually most of the people making these comments were with us. And even if you look at the antecedent of most of those politicians that came together to say they are Democrats, what is their own democratic credentials, if I may ask? What is their democratic credential? What have they done to move democracy forward in this country? What was their own contribution toward entrenching democracy in Nigeria? Look,
all right.
There is none of them have close to Bola Ahmed Tinubu in terms of democratic credentials in this country. He fought for democracy. He believes in democracy. And that is the reason why I'm telling you, as a subnational, that no president of Nigeria have really practiced democracy like President Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
All right, Governor Sani, we need to take a break now.
Politics in Nigeria, politics in Nigeria is just something else. This is a governor who literally sort of Rufai, he put him everywhere. First of all, they used him to fight Sheikh Sani, whom they wanted to remove by all means, because Sheikh Sani, of course, they weren't seeing eye to eye, and there were a lot of monies that Rufai wanted to borrow. Sheikh Sani was part of those who said no. These monies, they were not going to be judiciously used. And he brought this Uba Sani. First of all, the Uba Sani replaced Sheikh Sani. I think somehow, whether he even worked with him at one time first or something like that. And then later, Sheikh Sani, was now removed. He didn't get a re-election back to the Senate. Then the Uba Sani was the one who got elected. After that also came Uba Sani was now running for governor, became a gubernatorial candidate, and his deputy governor, who was with what's his name now? Who was with Rufai in his second term, was now given to him to also be his deputy governor. One of the things I would really love to find out, where is she playing, where is she at in this whole role? Is she in support of her former boss, or is loyalty now towards this current boss? And where's the dynamics, and how is it that they are going about all those dynamics? So that was the thing. And then he became governor, and right from day one there were a bit of there was a lot of issues. But this is the first time, because on this whole video that was done, and then Rufai also replied him, this is the first time that they are actually coming out publicly and fighting, having their fights out there in public. Otherwise, all this while it's just in-house. It's just if you know the thing. Even right from when ministerial this thing were done, that was where some of the problems actually started. the deputy governor that he gave, that Rufai gave Sani Uba, she's a Muslim. And Rufai, normally in Kaduna they have this, they will do Muslim, Christian, because there's quite a sizable number of Christian community. For equity and justice, they mixed that. Rufai came and changed it. There was a bit of uproar, but he went ahead, he won election, he gave this one, he gave this one again. And saying the whole things, that have been happening over there, is the fact that these politicians never learn. They always think that they're going to bring someone in and that person is going to be their stooge. They don't allow election to happen the way it's supposed to happen. For me, honestly, on a very... there was one particular guy, what was his role? Something dead teacher, whether it's Sani dead teacher or something like that. That was the person that I actually thought that Rufai was going to hand over to. Even if you're going to say bring a successor, you understand, to be there and stand for you, because that one was, I think that was his name, something dead teacher, if I'm not mistaken, whether it's Sani dead teacher or something dead teacher anyway. But I can't remember what position he was. He was young and he was working. You could see someone that had worked with him for all those 8 years could really someone who could probably do something. So I felt, so when I saw him bringing Sani Uba, I was like, okay, these people always try to bring in people that they control, not necessarily people that they feel can do the work for them and stuff like that. And then, hey, here we are. It's bus. And of course, like someone was saying, there has only been one successful someone bringing in someone and that person being very loyal. And I think that was Abdul Fattah Mohammed, if I'm not mistaken, the former governor of Kwara State, and Bukola Saraki. That one was loyal to the end and is still loyal. But if you're looking at Ganduje and Kwankwaso, now fight, Obaseki and Adams Oshomole, fight, Wike and Fubara, fight, Tinubu and Fashola. There was tension, even though the fight, no fight, but there was kind of tension. Tinubu and what's the Ambode, you know how that one ended. A whole lot of them, there were always one fight or the other. And one of the things for me that I see is how people always assume that people who are quiet, who are very loyal, who lick their behind, who take any kind of nonsense for them, who they can march over their heads, that they're actually very loyal people, or people that will stand with them with character. So usually they don't like the people who hold them accountable, people who stand in their face and stuff like that. But it usually doesn't end that way. You see those quiet people where you say anything where you thought they say yes sir, yes sir. Now small thing they wait for, they go show all that double way they do for you. They go show you more. Thank you for watching. Bye.